So before we dive straight into cleaning out my closet, I wanted to talk a little bit about my mindset coming into decluttering and a few of the other components that are going to come with this that you might not see me talk about in the actual video. My purpose for decluttering my closet is not to get rid of everything and immediately replace it with new. I really like to take this time to analyze the bad shopping decisions that I've made to try to be a more intentional shopper in the future, know what I like and don't like, find the patterns in the things that I'm not liking, and then over time get rid of pieces, and over time buy pieces that match the stuff that I do wear on a regular basis better. So I have come to the point where I am cleaning out my closet because I need the physical space. I have too much in there. It's causing some of my racks to fall on a repeated basis. And because I am tired of the decision fatigue of there being so much stuff in there that I'm not getting enough wear out of, that's blocking the mental space of just having my go-to pieces where I know how to style something immediately. Like, I want my closet to be more filled with those pieces that I already have and own and wear on a regular basis without all these other pieces that I know I'm not going to get wear out of blocking the space. Getting rid of stuff is not an easy decision for me. If you didn't see my first video, it's something about tips on how to know when it's time to let something go. I am very picky about actually getting rid of things. I like to make sure that I try to style it again, try to give it a second chance, try to really think about like why I bought the item in the first place, figure out where I made that wrong decision and if that wrong decision is repairable. So check out that video if you're needing help on knowing when to actually let it go, because a lot of the times I would talk myself or others out of letting it go, but these reasons in that video are when I feel like it's time to let it go. So that's kind of what I'm considering as I'm cleaning out my closet as well. But most of these items that I am pulling and saying that I'm going to move to the style pile is because I'm going to hold on to them for a few months. The others that I'm saying that I am going ahead and getting rid of, my process for getting rid of clothes, I know that most things that end up at the thrift store don't actually get bought and then they end up just in the landfills, or you know, beyond our landfill, a lot of stuff gets shipped to other countries and causes a waste problem for others. So I try to extend the life cycle of my clothes as much as I can. So my first step whenever I've decided that I don't want something anymore is to try to sell it online on like Poshmark primarily, because I really love Poshmark. And then after that I might, you know, if there's a local clothing swap, take it to that. If there's a Plato's Closet or another buy sell trade store, a consignment store, take it there to see what they'll buy. If you can find like a nonprofit or an organization that is actually in need of clothing, I find that a lot actually have more clothing than they need, but if you find one that is, donating it there where you know it will be used. There's a place in Dayton called Clothes That Work. They take workwear items. So trying to find those other avenues. I think I'm also going to try out ThredUp this year. I have not tried that yet, and I have used a take back bag from Trashy, and I don't know if that's the best solution. I think there are some other take back bags to explore as well, but I try to do that. So I try to find all these like other places to responsibly move my clothes on to their next life before taking them to the thrift store. But I do often end up taking stuff to the thrift store if they haven't sold on Poshmark, weren't sold at Plato's Closet, didn't fit the need of a local organization, that kind of thing. With that being said, I did film this going through my closet video in February. It's now mid-July, and most of these pieces that I say I'm gonna get rid of are still in my house. I like the loading onto Poshmark as the first barrier of entry of getting rid of stuff, because if you're feeling any like hesitation as you're listing it on Poshmark, like, oh well, maybe I would want to wear this again, I would keep it if you start to feel those kind of emotions around it. And as I go through here, the items that I have decided that I'm going to list on Poshmark, I've mostly decided because I've had them in my closet for years and have not worn them in a long time, and they've survived the last round of closet cleanouts but still didn't get worn. So that's where I'm making some of the more rash decisions throughout this video. But since it's been 4 or more months and I've been really reflecting on the items that I decided to clean out or move to the style pile during this video, I'm gonna give some additional commentary throughout. so we can really analyze and figure out what this means for my personal style and what this means for how I should shop in the future. I did also just reread Allison Bernstein's Wear It Well, so I am planning on doing, I believe, 2 videos exploring some of the concepts in her book, and one of them will be the AB closet system, I believe, and I'm going to approach this as well just to learn more about my closet, not necessarily with the goal to clean things out, but I think what she has you do is pull out the things that you always wear, and those are your regulars, and then the things that you never wear, and you try to figure out why you're never wearing them, if it's a styling issue, if it's a fit issue, if it's an event or a seasonal issue. So I do want to do that kind of experiment. I think I take a very similar approach with my own closet cleaning without applying her methodology, but I think that that would be a lot of fun, so I'm going to do that in the coming weeks as well. I'm just gonna pull out the things that need some kind of repair, or that I'm considering getting rid of, or that I know I need to spend some time styling. I actually think I'm finally gonna let go of both of these. I just never wear them. This was kind of an impulse buy at Marshall's. So when I think about why did I buy this in the first place, impulse buy at Marshall's. And most of those I wind up getting rid of. Signed to myself to stop doing impulse purchases. This one I bought because I was in Italy studying abroad, and I was wearing my black leather moto jacket that I loved like every single day or every single night going out. And I was like, I should be wearing a different jacket. You know, I should not be wearing this jacket every single night, is what was going through my mind when I bought this at Zara. And I don't really like that mindset, because just keep on wearing your favorite jacket. There's nothing wrong with wearing your favorite jacket over and over and over again. And also, just because you love something in one color does not mean that you're gonna love it in the other color. So I've tried with both of these and I haven't worn them in years. So I think I'm going to actually let both of these go this time around. Another interesting thing to note about both of these jackets is the color. I thought that this color didn't look good on me because it is very harmonious with my hair and my skin tone, but I'm learning more about color analysis and actually wanting to get my colors done. I think I'm gonna try out 2 different virtual services and review those on YouTube. Now that I'm learning about that, I actually think that these colors of these 2 jackets would be in my color wheelhouse because it blends in so much. Like, I think what you're actually looking for is the harmony. So I think I'll pull out several things that are in this kind of cream nude tone. These 2 I think would actually be my colors, but I don't think that's enough to keep either of them, because it's not like they're the best quality or the best fit. Like, I think they have other issues beyond just the color. But looking at it now, it's making me realize that I don't know how I would style this color, which is what I think I was hitting a lot with this. It wasn't that I was putting on this jacket and hating how it looked on me necessarily. It is a little too small now, but I don't know what pants I would wear with this and like how I would style this color. This jacket is actually one of the things that's already sold on Poshmark, but I have some items of this color that I kept in my style pile, so I think I need to just experiment with what kind of pants I would wear with this. So just something I'm thinking about. This color actually might be a color that is good for me, that I just need to figure out how to style. This moto jacket, I loved a leather jacket, but it's because I really loved a classic black moto leather jacket. This one I bought whenever I was working at Fabric in Raleigh, and all of us girlies at the store bought it. So I bought it because it was like a huge hype in my friend group at the store. I don't wear it all that much. Since I'm getting rid of those other 2, I'm gonna keep holding on to it. You know, if I don't style it in the next year or so, I think I should get rid of it. But this is another example of just a bad shopping choice where I bought something because of the hype around it, not because I really wanted it or needed it in my closet. Yeah, I think throughout this video I will have a lot of moments where I was like swept up in the shopping experience, which is really hard for me to differentiate. And what I've been thinking is that the best way for me to avoid getting swept up in the shopping experience is to have a very specific list of wish list items that I am looking for, or even screenshots of exact items that I want, or links to exact items I want, and not really allowing myself to sway from that and have the items be on the list for weeks before I purchase it. That's kind of what I'm thinking is the best solution, because I get swept up in the thrill of a find a little too often. This was gifted to me years ago, and it's one of those pieces that I wear because it's so warm that I don't necessarily love it. Like, I wear it because it's comfortable, but I don't love it. And sometimes I think you have to let go of those pieces. Maybe I put this in the style pile and just see if there's a way I can style it that I don't feel like it feels 2019, because I do feel like this is a very dated look, and also that I don't feel like it looks cheap. So this jacket was actually gifted to me back whenever I was really trying to get into the fashion influencer space. Back in like 2019 or 2018, I was doing a lot of different gifted collaborations, thinking that I was just trying to like build my portfolio of work and having worked with brands to show other brands that I could work with brands. And it was before I really had my mind wrapped around the components of the fashion industry as far as sustainability and that kind of thing that I know of now. So this is not a brand that I would work with today, but I still have the item in my closet because I've held on to it for more than 5 years and have worn it. So I'm aligned with what I'm saying about not liking this item because it looks cheap and because it looks very 2019, but I'm trying to find the root cause of how I even ended up with this item. And it's from gifted collaborations, which a few years later decided that I didn't want to do really any giftings anymore. Like I haven't done any in years because I found that I was just getting a whole bunch of trendy clothes. Like I was hand picking everything, but it was just causing me to have too much stuff that I wasn't super in love with, that I just chosen because it was what was best for what I thought my style was at the time based on what the website had to offer. Like it was not things that I necessarily would have bought with my own money. It was just things that I was picking because I had the credit to pick them. So I found that that was really impacting my personal style and also causing me to treat my closet as a little more disposable because it was just gifted to me. So then I would move it along in a closet clean out fairly fast if I wasn't happy with that item. So I think that's part of what got me out of wanting to be that kind of fashion influencer. Now I want to be, you know, more about mindful shopping and styling and shopping secondhand. I'm really big about, whereas I was working with some fast fashion companies before. And so then I also look at this jacket and feel some sort of guilt associated with it, you know, because I don't really stand behind the companies that I was collaborating with previously. I think it's great that I've held on to some of the items for years because that's good for your closet, but just thinking a little bit more about this jacket in particular. This is a Patagonia Sherpa vest that I've had for years. It has my monogram on it because I got it in like 2015. I am just never gonna wear it with this style monogram on it, and nobody else is gonna buy it either. Like this is going nowhere with this style monogram on it. So I'm gonna actually see if I can seam rip this out. This has been on my to-do list forever, so I'm gonna actually do it. I think this is one that needs to go in the style pile. I bought this off Poshmark. It has some hidden stains that were not disclosed, so I got a little bit of a refund on it. It's also just a bit smaller than I think I wanted it to be, but I think this needs to go in the style pile. I'm gonna give it a chance. As much as I love shopping on Poshmark and try to eliminate the impulse purchases that I make on there, it can become easy because you get so excited when you find something that you're looking for and then the seller offers you a discount. And one con is that you can't do returns. So I end up with things that I get home and try them on and I don't love them enough. Like I probably wouldn't have bought them if I tried them on in store, and I think that this jacket is a case of that. So that's something that is really tough about shopping secondhand online. A lot of the times you can't return it. And everything that I put in the style pile, I'm gonna do a separate video on like styling items I'm considering getting rid of to really figure out if they're things I want to keep. So I have not done the styling video yet, but I have kept all these items in a style pile off to the side of my closet, and there's been a few things that I've thought of ways to style or pulled out. For the most part, I haven't been really drawn to them at all. I still want to potentially do a video just to see what I can come up with, at least try everything on to see how I truly feel about the item once it's on my body. But I would nearly take it as a sign the pieces that I haven't even considered trying to style in the last 5 months, I probably don't need and should take a look at, you know, why am I getting rid of this? This I loved in high school. It's too small. I actually don't think I have the space to be storing things outside of my closet, so I'm gonna leave it in my closet because it's just one of those pieces that I want to keep. This I thrifted and I know it's way too big. I'm gonna put it in the style pile because for some reason I continue to hold on to it. I think I need to wear it and see how I feel in it. Yeah, so thrifting a lot can also lead to some overconsumption because you think like, oh, well, this is only, you know, $3 to $5, or maybe it's more depending on where you're thrifting, but it's secondhand. I don't have to feel bad about buying it. I'll give it a chance. Like, we'll see how it goes. And I'm really trying to move out of that mindset when thrifting into only buy it if it's something that you think you'll go home and won't stop thinking about and will be searching up on the internet trying to find it, or if it's something that you would have paid full price for, or if it's something that perfectly checks off something on your wish list. Not a compromise. It needs to be perfect. And if you're thinking like, oh, I'll give it a chance, then you probably shouldn't pick it up. This I'm uncertain about. This was an impulse buy this summer. It was a J. Crew clearance item right before I went to the beach. I was feeling so agitated because I had gone shopping in person and hadn't found anything. Meanwhile, my now fiance had found all kinds of things for himself, and I was just, you know, jealous. So I placed a J. Crew online order, and this was part of it. I just don't feel like I loved it. Maybe I give it another chance. In my head, I don't know. I'll keep it for a season, but this is on my mind as something that I might get rid of. So I have tried to style this item. I tried it on whenever I was packing for the beach, and I did not like it on myself at all, so it is listed on my Poshmark now. It's just a bad impulse shopping, like I said. This I love whenever I was like 21 going out in Raleigh, and I want to keep it even though I don't wear it now. That's one of the things that I would have put away, but I'm gonna just keep it in my closet because I think I have more room there. Most of my dresses I feel pretty good about. This one is too short now. I think it needs to be in the style pile. This was like sold as a tunic. I used to be able to get away with it as a dress. I don't know if I can do that now. Maybe with shorts underneath, but this would have to be the summer style pile, in which case this would too. Same with this dress. I thrifted this and then I shrunk it in the wash, and then I spent forever stretching it back out, all to never wear it. So I'm gonna put this in the style pile. This is another one that I wore a lot going out in Raleigh. It does not fit me anymore, but it's one that I, again, don't really want to let go of. So I'm just gonna keep it in my closet. This, I don't know if it's ever gonna fit me, but I had high hopes for it. There's another one that's like this too. This one. Had high hopes for it. So the thing about these two is I couldn't fit in them even at my smallest. So I think I have to be real with myself and let those go. Like, they're not benefiting me at all. I've never worn them. They never fit me properly. All right, these sequin pants, I think I'm gonna let them go. I don't wear them. I've done a whole styling video on them, and they have like threads coming off of them. The only time I considered wearing them was to a New Year's Eve party at a house, and I decided against it because I didn't want to leave sequins all over her floor. So I don't think I'm ever gonna decide to actually wear these. So these came from another bad like relationship with clothing that I had whenever I was doing a lot of kind of influencer work. I would buy things just for the purpose of styling them, and I would never really wear them in real life. I guess just trying to like live up to what the other influencers were doing that I was following. So I bought these to style for like holiday wear and took photos of them and posted in them and all of that, but I never really actually wore them that much. And again, that's not really who I'm trying to be anymore. I'm trying to only post clothes that I'm actually wearing, and or like outfits that I'm actually wearing, and just treat things very realistic and wearable. So I probably made a lot of bad shopping decisions with the photo in mind. All right, I think that's it for the top. Again, some of these I know I won't wear right now, but I don't want to get rid of them, and I think that that's okay. Like, don't feel like you have to get rid of everything if you haven't worn it recently. All right, moving to the bottom. These two tops have really been on my mind as I've prepared for cleaning out my closet, because I am not wearing these now. I wore these whenever I was 21. I loved them. I think this one could be a fun like layering piece. So maybe I keep this one to wear as a bralette under sheer things. Like, I actually think that this one could be really cute for that. This one, I just don't know. This and like this. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one shoulder top. It's getting pilly up in the corners, and I think it's time to let this one go. This one I thrifted mainly because I thought it was flattering. It's definitely like a Shein piece or something. It just has the size tag and that's it. I don't think it's like elevated at all. I don't think it aligns with who I want to be. But okay, this is also where I get hung up, because this as a pumpkin for Halloween or as a scarecrow for Halloween, like, I start to get in this mindset where I want to keep things for costumes, which I don't think is a great mindset either. Did we even do anything for Halloween this year? I don't think so. But if we did do something for Halloween, I've styled this for Halloween in a video on my channel, and it's cute for Halloween. I don't know about this one. I think I'm gonna let these two go. I'm being a little brutal today because I am tired of not being able to put my clothes in my closet, and my closet feeling like such a disaster. This top I've had since I was 18 probably. So I've had this top like 8+ plus years. I styled it like a year or 2 years ago, and I thought I figured out a cute way to style it, but I never actually ended up wearing it. Like, I still have not worn it, so I think I need to let this go. Even though I don't hate it. Should I put it back in the style pile? I think I just get stuck because I don't know what bra to wear. Like, I don't have a good strapless bra to wear with this. Maybe I put this in the style pile. Now, this one does not fit me, and it looks like a boob tube whenever I have it on. See, whereas this one, that doesn't fit me amazing anymore. I know I would wear this one, so I'm gonna keep this one just in case. Okay, this top I had in white and brown. I don't wear it much. I think I got rid of the brown one, so I think I'm gonna keep the white one. Also in my bridal era, so maybe I'll have a chance to wear this on like a honeymoon or something. So I'm gonna keep this one. This top I bought at a boutique like end of summer sale. I shouldn't shop sales unless I'm literally buying something off of my wish list. Okay, this bodysuit is an example of something that I don't love, but I keep because you never know when you're gonna need this layer and you're not gonna wanna go out and buy this layer, so I hold on to this just in case. A lot of my sports teams and college teams have been red, so that has inspired me to keep on holding on to red pieces that I probably don't need. This one is another example of something that I've had since, I don't even know, 2017. Probably. And I have not worn it in years, but I hold on to it because I'm like, let's put it in the style pile. Let's see if I can actually style this in a way that I would wear it for a game day. And if I can't, get rid of it. Style pile. This one I have worn. This was an impulse buy last minute for a game, which I should not have done. I need to learn, but I've worn this one, so I'll keep this one. This we bought for a costume. We know how that goes. I haven't worn it though since, and I don't really see myself ever wearing it, honestly. So I'm gonna let go of the red tee. This is a thrifted top. I had a week where I was really into this like natural material, comfy, flowy fit kind of clothes, and I thrifted a lot that week. I don't know if this is me, so maybe I put this in the style pile as well. I think I kind of nailed that one on the head. I think this is just a little too, like, I don't even know what you call this, natural, boho. You know, maybe when you're feeling super inspired by someone else's style, you don't shop that week or even the next week. Just let it simmer. Okay, these are my casual button downs. This one was Hunter's and I thought I could make it work for myself, but I've tried and I can't. And this one I don't wear a ton, but I like it over bathing suits. So I'm gonna keep this one. These J. Crew shorts. Again, that haul that I did over the summer of J. Crew stuff that I just bought because I was so upset that I couldn't find anything I liked and I thought I needed new stuff for the beach, and these were in that, and I just don't like them. Like, I don't know, I just don't, so I'm gonna get rid of them. So thinking back on that J. Crew stuff, beyond just the lesson of don't make the impulse purchase just because you're jealous that someone else found clothes, the shorts I think I don't like because they're too straight. I like more of a like hourglass bottom. Like, they don't fit me the way that I would prefer, and I think the rise isn't what I prefer. It's just down to the core of the shape of the shorts that I don't like. The cover up, I don't like that dark blue color, and I don't think I'm gonna ever really like that on myself, and it has a bunch of ties over the chest, so it leaves you a little more exposed than I like to be these days. I had also bought a black maxi dress, and that was the same scenario. The tie in the front was a little too revealing for what I want to go for these days. I kind of think that I should get rid of these too. I got these while I was working at Fabric. I think we were sold out on my size, so I got them at a different boutique. I don't know. I just don't think these are for me anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of these. When I bought these, I could wear them to work because I was working at a boutique where I could wear shorts. Now I feel like a lot of my shorts feel a little too short on me, and like I'm not wearing shorts to work, so I don't know where I would be wearing these because they're not the kind of shorts that I would wear on the weekends or like to dinner. They were also a little trendy, and the faux leather, like I was really in a big faux leather moment at this age, meaning in like 2018, 2019, 2020, I was really into faux leather, but now I'm not into faux leather. I don't like the way it feels cheap. So there's a lot of faux leather pieces in here that I just don't wear anymore. The sad thing about a lot of my skirts is that they just don't fit. This beige skirt that I got, this is like one of the first things that I got using Google reverse image search, and I was so excited that I was able to find this after I saw someone on TikTok wearing it. I have those same shorts in like a black, and then I have this skirt that was also from the boutique I was working at, or else a neighboring boutique, I can't remember. I don't wear either of these though, and I keep keeping this skirt thinking that I'll wear it, and like I tried to style some of these for Wicked, and I don't like it on myself, but I think these pieces are unfortunately not going to be worn by me because I've given them a chance. Like, I have tried to style these. I'm actually surprised that I'm willing to let go of this much, because typically I am not. I like the idea of this one, and again, it's It's cute for a cat costume on Halloween, and I like the material. Like, I like how silky it is. I was never really wearing this. And then this one I wore for Thanksgiving, I think, one year, and it was cute. But I think that this is like way too preppy. I haven't worn it in 7 years. So crazy to think. Like, maybe 6 years, I don't know, probably since 2019. I cannot believe it's 2025. I should probably get rid of both of these. I don't wear them. I tried to style this in my winery outfit ideas video. I don't remember if it made it into the video or not, but it was like too short and I couldn't zip it. All right, and then this skirt, it's by Mustard Seed, which is a boutique brand, but I bought it from Forever 21 whenever I was in college, like 2019 probably. I feel like I never really loved it, but everyone loved it on Instagram. It did really well on Instagram back then, so I kept on keeping it. But I don't see myself wearing this, so I think I'm gonna get rid of it. Some of these pants I know I need to style. These I like. I just don't wear them enough. Like, I need to be wearing them more, but I know I like those. Whereas these, again, it goes back to like, why did you buy it in the first place? I bought these because I have those red flats that my mom got me, and I wasn't sure how to style those red flats, and I thought that washed black denim would look the best. So I bought these, and I don't wear them. So I think I need to try to style them and try to actually wear them. These I love, but they're too small, but I'm gonna keep those. These are thrifted vintage black denim that I also don't wear much, so I should try to style them. They're very comfortable, they're good material. I just don't necessarily love the fit. I tried to style them in my New York video and it did not go well. These I think I would style. These are wide leg black, so I think I'm more likely to do these wide legs than I am to do those straight legs. So I'll keep these and I'll challenge myself to style the other two, and we'll see how that goes. Down here on the floor, I have items that need to be taken to the tailor, that I need to actually take to the tailor. Okay, and then another part of my like spring cleaning is going to be shaving the pillies off of some of the sweaters that desperately need it. This one is relatively new, so I'm gonna keep this one. And I think there's only one other down here. Oh, look at that. I thought I had gotten rid of this top, but it really had just fallen off the hanger. Again, I'll keep it with the intent of wearing it over the next 2 summers and then deciding after that. That is a long time, but I have worn that one before. Okay, that's it that's in the bottom here, so let's turn to the other closet. All right, this closet is falling, so that's making it kind of a disaster. But at the same time, this is like my workwear closet, so I would say in general, I wear this stuff more, so it might not be as hard. These skinny jeans have this fringe at the bottom. They're gonna go in the style pile. I wear them at work sometimes. I would never pick them out now. I've had them for years. Those I also bought like in the thrill of the moment, and I think I've since decided to let these go because they're just not aligned with my style at all anymore. These need to go in the style pile. I like the detailing on the side. I think they could be cute for work. There are other black pants that I wear to work more, so I might decide that I don't need these because I favor the other ones, but I'm gonna try to style them. These I love, but they have a little hole I think that needs to be repaired. So I'm gonna put these in the tailor pile. These I love. These I used to like a lot. I don't wear as much anymore, but I'm gonna keep them. I think I'll still wear them to work. These I need to try on. My fun pants, love these two. These are a little short and a little casual. I'm gonna see if I can style these ones like 4 or 5 ways, because I know of a few ways that I've worn them, just don't know. So style pile. Now both of these I would have been considering getting rid of, but I've been thinking about them for like a week now, and I have ideas for styling both of them, so I'm just gonna keep. The thing is, even though I said I had ideas for these literally at the end of February, it's the middle of July, or the end of July really, I haven't worn either of them. Even though I said that I had ideas for them, they're not something that I gravitate towards. And I used to gravitate towards cargos a lot. I mean, I do have a lot of cargos. It might be more of the green color that I'm not gravitating towards. Okay, these are like an embarrassingly sad DIY where I tried to paint on them and I got a little too carried away. I bought these at a vintage pop-up because I wanted these from Anthropologie, but they were too expensive. I screenshot these, and this year I found them on eBay in my size for $35 using Google reverse image search. So these were my substitute that I bought because they're like a kind of jacquard material, so I thought it would give the same look. And these are pretty, like I like them. I just never wore them, and I didn't try them on before buying them. So that's your sign to just buy the thing that you actually want instead of the substitute. But I'm gonna give these a go. I'm gonna try to style these. These wool pants fit me, and I tried to style them this winter and I never end up wearing them. So I just don't think they're for me. I think I'm gonna get rid of them. I feel like I probably still have these somewhere. I don't feel like they're listed on Poshmark, so I'm not sure where, but I'm curious about them. I'd like to try them on again now that it's been like 5 months. They seem like the kind of trouser I would like. I mean, maybe it's something off with the fit, but I would like to try them on if I can find them. These Zara pants I don't wear as much as I wear the black version of them because I cut the pocket out, and so now it puckers. I'll put them in the style pile, and then if I think I can style them with the pockets resewn, I'll put them in the mending pile and someone can resew the pockets for me. That would be great. Both of these I still like. This dress is good. These are good. This I love, but it really needs to go in the style pile because it doesn't fit me right, and I have never worn it after buying it. It's vintage, made in Italy, 100% wool. It has this little rosette. It has some imperfections, but the real imperfection is the way it fits me. So I'm gonna see if I can do anything about this. This, I feel like I don't know about anymore. I liked the shape of it and the knit, but I don't think I like the color. I'm gonna put it in the style pile. This also feels like a little frilly for me, but I can wear it to work, and I do wear it to work, so I'm gonna keep it. I loved the pattern of it when I bought it, but I tried to style it this year and I couldn't get it to work. So maybe I put this back in the style pile, try again, since I love the idea of it. This is one of my favorite tops in the world. This I like. This was gifted to me a zillion years ago, and I'm gonna put it in the style pile. Again, it's this color. This white button down is good enough. Fine. Good. These are all good. Good. Fine. Good. 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 Like I said, a lot of this stuff I wear a lot. This is like my day-to-day closet, whereas my other is like non-work closet. Both of these need to go in the style pile. This is like a pleated knit navy blue skirt. I know it's hard to see. I thought I would wear this to work, but I just don't. This one, I like the idea of it. I think I don't love it on me because I always style it and I'm like fine, but then I never wear it. So I'm gonna put these in the style pile. These I'm gonna get rid of. They go with the jacket that I bought at Marshall's as an impulse buy, and I never even wear the pants, so I'm gonna let those go. This skirt I'm gonna do style pile. This paisley scarf, I feel like I have tried to style this and it just doesn't feel right on me anytime I try to style it. The rest of this, you know, it's not that concerning, honestly, those things. All right, shoes over here. These were gifted to me by Just Fab years ago. Gonna get rid of these. I was so rash in the moment, but I actually decided to keep those. I still have them in my closet. I have the black pair as well, and I ended up wearing them in March. I like them, they're classic. They do squeak, okay? So they could eventually be replaced, but they're good for now. Like, I don't need to replace them. They do make a little noise. Same exact deal with these. I wore them a lot in college, but I do not wear them now at all. Those boots are likely because the heel is so high. I worked with Just Fab for like a few months in college, and you would get to pick out, I believe, 2 pairs of shoes each month, and all their boots were like 3 inches high. And I wore them sometimes in college, but like for my lifestyle now, heels that high just don't make sense. Every time I put these on, I say that I hate them. So that should mean that I should let them go. I did wear them in like October because it's all I have as far as a knee-high comfortable boot, but I hate them, genuinely. I think I'm gonna get rid of them. To analyze why I hate those a little bit more, one, they're a size, or at least a half size, too big, so it makes me feel like my foot looks bigger than it is, and it looks maybe a little disproportionate. 2, probably the biggest thing, the faux leather is like a little shiny and just cheap filling. And then 3, I have a few Western elements here and there in my closet, but these might be just like too Western for my look. So I'm looking at a pair of classic, or what I'm considering classic, black, knee-high, short block heel boots on Poshmark that I'm considering getting. I do think I still want a little bit of a heel because I like a heel, but I need them to be comfortable, which these were comfortable, except for the fact that they're just like too big. Same with these. I just tried to style these for New York and I failed miserably, so I think I just can't. I think I just have to let these go. I don't know. I can imagine them on other people. This is an issue that I have. I imagine things on other people and I'm like, wait, well, in my imagination of how these would look on whatever influencer I'm picturing that day, they could rock them, which is such a crazy way to think of things. I think these are gone. I think, yeah, that is like a confusing thought that I have. Like, a lot of times I can imagine a piece on my favorite influencer and how they would wear it, and then I like it again, but then it doesn't necessarily translate the same way on me. So I would say if you're having those thoughts, style it the way that you're imagining that they would style it, and then maybe take pictures in it of yourself, film a little video of it, see if you actually like it on yourself, and like wear it for the day, see how it feels. I just think that these like lug sole boots were so 2018, 2019, 2020 kind of era, and I never really had a good way to style these cream ones because they're so tall. They hit at like an awkward, like a mid, not quite a mid calf, but where they hit me I think is awkward for my 5'1" height, and the only way I can really imagine to style them is with leggings, and I don't wear a ton of leggings anymore. I used to wear a ton of Spanx faux leather leggings, and I think I impulse bought these at DSW. Just, you know, whenever you're young and you just start to have like a little bit of your own money and you feel like you can walk into a retail store and buy the thing that you wouldn't have been able to buy before. That's kind of how I felt with several of these purchases. Like some of those boutique purchases as well were just because it was something that I could do. I don't think I was ever really super in love with this lug sole trend itself, because that's how I would approach like trends these days. If you're super in love with it, first of all, only buy one version of it and make it the best version, because I have 2 versions of these lug sole boots. It's actually my 3rd version because I had a different one that ended up being too small that I sold years ago. Buy the best version of it, buy one of it, and only buy it if you really truly love it and like would wear it beyond its trendiest days. I should get rid of these. Like, I don't see myself wearing these either. I'm being awful brutal with these, but honestly, like these black booties and boots I was only ever wearing with tights and a skirt, and I was really into that look for a while, but I do not see myself wearing these. I just don't. So I think I'm gonna get rid of them. It's been about 2 weeks since I started the closet clean out project, which I think is good. I think it's good to sit with what you decide to keep in your closet, sit with what you're considering getting rid of. You know, what are pieces that maybe you put in the giveaway pile that now you've been thinking about, so you want to pull them back out? What is still in the closet that's bugging you that you think you actually don't want anymore? I have a few pieces that were not originally in my considering getting rid of pile that I've now moved, so I want to talk about those and why. This I thrifted because I googled the brand and saw that it was an expensive brand, which is a terrible reason to thrift something. I think I also hadn't found something that I loved at the thrift store, so I was feeling disappointed and like I needed to have a good find, so I bought this. Just bad reasons for purchasing things to begin with. I don't hate it, so I question it, but I also don't love it. Like whenever I think about it, one, it needs a slit. I could have that cut, I could have that tailored, that would be super easy, but do I care enough to do that? This is not something I would pin on Pinterest. This is not something I would buy full price. So I don't know. Like this is in my considering getting rid of pile. Maybe I'll try to wear it one more time this coming summer and see how I feel about it. Now I'm leaning towards getting rid of that dress. I already explained why it was a bad purchase. The top was gifted to me a very long time ago. I've never really worn it. It's uncomfortable. It's hard to keep up. I think I always keep it thinking that there's a chance I'll wear it, but I honestly don't think I'll wear this. So I think I'm gonna move it to the either like list on Poshmark or take to Plato's or donate, whatever I decide to do, pile. This is an Ula Johnson top. This I found at a Clothes Mentor. It was again, like I was surprised to see the brand there, so I bought it. I don't know that it's something that I would ever buy on the typical basis. It's a little more low cut than is comfortable for me, so I could have it stitched up a bit. But I'm gonna put this in like the style pile now, whereas it was just in my closet before. This Free People top I got on Poshmark a few months ago, and I think I thought that the tank top that came inside of it would be stretchy, and it's not, so it just doesn't fit me perfectly. I think I should try it back on and just confirm that's kind of how it looks. But in my head, this piece would be a date night kind of top, and whenever we've had recent date nights, I have not considered wearing it. So I'm gonna try it back on, put it in the style pile, but this was originally in my closet. I was in love with this whenever I bought it. I thought this was like the most me top that you could ever find, but it just doesn't fit me great anymore. Like I don't love how it fits on my chest these days. It's like pretty revealing, and over the past few years I've felt like my style has started to lean more like casual. The words that I try to go with, if we're going with Alison Bornstein's kind of theory, is effortless. I think that is one of my main words that I go for, and I want to be more effortless. I don't want to feel like it's such a hard thing to do, so effortless is a goal of mine. I don't think that this top gives effortless. I think the other ones are chic, and then maybe like comfortable, casual, put together, effortless, chic. That's kind of the entire vibe that I would go for, and I don't know that this falls into any of it. I think that the puff sleeves are so puff that I'll never feel like it's not like a standout piece, and I think it's genuinely not flattering on me. So I think I'm gonna put this in like my Poshmark pile. It's from Vestique. It's very cute. I just don't wear it. This is another piece that was gifted to me a few years ago. It's like a sheer tie front top. It's cute for like a beach cover up, but it's not comfortable and it's not effortless because this is like a polyester kind of material that sticks to you when you're sweaty, so that makes it really not great for sticky North Carolina summers. These sleeves are too tight, so I have to unbutton them to get them on and then rebutton them afterwards. And at the end of the day, I have a better cover up top that I actually love, so I think I'm going to get rid of this one. Two have kind of similar reasons that I'm considering getting rid of them. This one I bought from, she has a boutique now, I think it's called Shop Brayley's, but she used to do like dyed thrifted items and I got this from her. It's cute in the fall, but it's really not me. Sometimes I tie it around my waist. I have not done that this year. Maybe I'll try to style it. I have an upcoming like mountain weekend trip next weekend, so maybe I'll try to style it for that, and if I can't style it successfully then I'll get rid of it. But at the end of the day, it's just not like, this top that I'm wearing is my favorite button down ever and the rest of my button downs are just secondary to that, so I rarely ever wear this. This one I've worn as a cover up like once with a white and blue swimsuit underneath, and I've had it for years and I've worn it once, and I think that like this top would be just as good as a cover up, so I think I'm gonna get rid of this one and put this one in my style pile for this weekend, and if I don't style it this weekend I'll get rid of it. I still have the blue and white one and I still have it in my actual closet, like where I plan to wear things, but I don't wear it that much. I don't know why I'm like have a tough time with that one. So both of these NC State shirts are kind of on the line. This one, I look at it and I'm like, someone would think that this is cool and someone would love this, but I just don't wear it. This is again from Brayley's. I wore it a little bit back in the day, but it's like kind of a vintage style that's been acid washed, so I think I'll put this on Poshmark likely. This is very old Victoria's Secret pink. I got this off Poshmark whenever I was in college, and I don't like sequins. Like I like a sequin pant or like maybe a black sequin top around the holidays, but this is just not very me anymore. What I have of NC State left, if I get rid of these, is a sweatshirt that has a graphic on the front, and that is like my favorite one. I'll choose that anytime. It's like a vintage Tuffy graphic. That's also from Brayley's. It was not acid bleach. It was cropped, which I'm fine with, and I choose that one every time. Like that one's the coolest to me. These don't feel like me, so I think I'm gonna get rid of them. I don't think there's a reason to hold on to them. This little top is by a brand called Bayou. It's like handmade. She had a pop-up at a boutique in Raleigh that I went to, and I just love the idea of everything and like supporting the small business, but it's fully open back, not really a focal point that I want to highlight. Also the bra situation, so I think I'm gonna put this on Poshmark. So this I thrifted whenever coastal grandmother, granddaughter, whatever it is, was really top trending, and I went to a Goodwill and I saw all this stuff. I think that's actually when I got this top, but I saw all this stuff that felt so aligned with that aesthetic that I was like, this would make a great TikTok to show people that you can find like current trending items at the thrift store, since trends are like a cycle. I still stand behind that sentiment, but this is very beachy. I live in Ohio currently. So I really don't wear this, and like it's fine. So I think I'm going to put this on Poshmark as well. So I'm actually thinking that that's still on my Poshmark, just like waiting. And I'm wondering if I could style it somehow. I'm considering pulling it back out. Also, since I started the closet clean out, I've just been thinking that I really want a wardrobe where I feel like I love everything. And whenever people say that online, it makes me cringe a little bit because I just don't think it's realistic. I don't think the Sparks Joy method is a good method to use, because maybe your tank top that you layer with doesn't spark joy, but you need it. So I try to be very careful with that kind of mindset of loving your entire wardrobe, because my fear is that people will get rid of stuff that they don't love necessarily, and then they'll need to try to replace it, and then they'll replace it and they'll think that they love that item, but then they really don't love that. So I fear that it just creates this cycle of treating your clothes very disposable, getting rid of stuff, and then bringing new stuff in. So that's where I get kind of caught up in the, you don't actually have to love everything in your closet, even though it's ideal. But at this point, I feel like I have so many clothes that I do love. Like this side of my closet, aside from the stuff that's in the style pile, this section of my closet I wear on a regular basis, and it's very close to me loving every single piece. So over the past few weeks, as I've been thinking about this project, I've realized that I don't really want to hold on to the pieces that I don't love and don't wear. I think that's kind of the key. If you don't love love it, but it serves a purpose for you, you know, maybe eventually replace it. But I don't think you need to just run to get rid of it, because I think if you do that, then you're gonna feel rushed to buy something to replace it, and you want it to be kind of a slow process. So I would maybe keep those items in mind. Like if it's this skirt, like, oh, I don't love this white skirt. This one I truly don't love because it's sheer, but I can wear a slip under it, so that's how I fix it. But let's say I was really just kind of discontent with this skirt, like, I don't love it, I wish I had a better one. Rather than going ahead and getting rid of it, I'll search for a better one, and then once I find that better one, replace it, so that I'm not continuously making a mistake, so I don't feel rushed to make that decision. All right, another thing that I realized that I should just go through are my sunglasses. I am not a sunglass girl, honestly. Like, I really don't wear my sunglasses unless we're at the beach or, you know, plan to be outside all day. I'm not like a day-to-day sunglass girl. These are my mains that I know I'm not going to get rid of. They're Ray-Bans. I bought them after a girl that I was studying abroad with in Italy had them. So these are my go-tos. These in an ideal world are like the only ones I need, but I know I need to keep some others that I'm willing to lose in the lake or the ocean, so I don't have to wear these on those kind of days. These are my older Ray-Bans. The thing about them is that they're crooked. Like, I don't hate them, but they're crooked. I suppose I could get them repaired. They're very blue. I don't remember them being so blue. I'm gonna be watching this back in the camera, and it's gonna be very enlightening. It always is. So I'm thinking, since these are my other nice ones, I'll hold on to these. These Prada ones I got from Saks Off 5th. I had a partnership with Tinger Outlets where they gave me a gift card. I got to go get things. I think I was just very shocked to find like designer sunglasses at Saks Off 5th. I don't know. I really need to like watch this back on camera and see how they look. I just think it's hard to even tell how things look whenever I have sunglasses on. But I don't wear them. So I think I'm gonna put these in the considering to list on Poshmark pile, and then I'll see how they look on camera. I don't like these on camera. All right, these were free with my contacts. I think I struggle with the skinny kind of lens, and I can't even see like how these look on camera. I think they're okay enough to keep. I don't know if I love them, but like, I think they're okay. These are very old, very cheap that I got in college. I feel like I'm never picking these. I don't know. These are the same ones but in black. I think I'm gonna lean towards getting rid of these as well, but I don't love those. These are those small ones that were popular in like 2019 that you're supposed to wear down here, which I'm just never gonna do that. And I think they probably don't look good pushed up. So I think I'm gonna get rid of these. I actually think that keeping those little ones is worth it. These were gifted to me in college by an influencer platform that I was a part of. They're Juicy Couture, and I don't think I like them. Oh, and they're missing one of the little cushion things. So yeah, I think these are gonna have to go. Another very cheap pair that I don't really wear that I'm thinking I'll just get rid of. I do not like these. All right, I have these. These are cheap and little. I've never really worn these. So in my head, without watching the camera back, I'm thinking these are a get rid of. Yeah, I don't think these are me. And then these are the same. Okay, two other pairs actually. These were Hunter's grandmother's, but I borrowed them and everyone really liked them on me, so I kept them. So I think I'll keep these. And see, I don't know if I love these on me, so maybe I'll give them back to her. This is like way too many pairs of sunglasses for someone that does not like sunglasses. And these I got right before we went to Mexico because I thought they would be good. So I'm gonna keep these too. Okay, for my sweaters, I've recently gone through and pulled out the ones that I didn't wear this year and that I just, maybe I did wear them, I didn't like them. I've already gone through them for the most part and pulled out the ones that I want to get rid of. So today I'm gonna be pulling ones that just need some extra love before I pack them away for the season. This Zara one that I thrifted, it looks like it's hard to see on camera, but it has a ton of pillies on it, so I need to give it a good sweater shave. And then we have some that came out of the wash with like all kinds of lint on them, so they need some attention, but I don't want to get rid of them. But I'm going to do that during my spring closet refresh. So I'm also going to pack up the sweaters that are going to be kind of out of season. This one's very chunky, so I won't use it for like draping during the spring, so I'll probably pack that one up. Whereas this one I love and wear a lot. I think I recently gave it a sweater shave May need another one. This could use a good sweater shave. This is very winter, but I definitely want to keep it. These I need to try to get more wear out of. This one will be good for spring. Doesn't look too bad. Might could use a little bit of a sweater shave. This one I think I'm gonna get rid of because it's just too small on me. It's like I can make it work. I have so many sweaters that I could just use instead of that. I ended up putting this one back in the drawers. I don't know. This one's kind of the same scenario. This is like I would only drape it over my shoulders. I'd never actually wear it, which does not feel like a realistic piece to have in your closet. The realistic thought behind draping something over your shoulders is that you might put it on. Okay, I agree with what I'm saying here, but the statement that I would never put that sweater on is crazy. I was recently like looking at my content from the year, and I wore this sweater to work around Christmas, and I styled a black and white striped boat neck tee underneath, and it was super cute to see the neckline like that. So I think I put this sweater in a get rid of pile somewhere, like with my Poshmark stuff. I know I didn't list it on Poshmark, but if I can find it, I'm gonna pull it back out. And as I think on it more, like draping the sweater over your shoulders adds a touch more of warmth versus putting the sweater all the way on. I might get hot. So like it does serve a purpose. I just like the idea that if you could also eventually put the sweater on, if you're cold enough, over your current outfit and it makes sense, then I think that's what you should go with. This sweater I've tried on so much and tried to make work, and it just doesn't work. I think I'm gonna let go of it. Onto my Poshmark. This one is starting to get that way. Like I loved this. I just think it looks bad on me every time I see pictures of it. I didn't wear it at all this season. I think I'll get rid of it. And it needs a real sweater shave, so let's give it some attention. This is a, oh, I thought that this is the other sweater. This one I wear a lot, so I'll keep this one. I didn't really touch on this one in this video, but that turtleneck sweater is from H&M in like 2018. It has 3 pearl buttons on the cuff. Whenever I had a very quick moment where do you remember in this video that houndstooth like tweed skirt that I had with the pearl buttons? So I got that sweater around the same time. I guess I was having a Blair Waldorf preppy inspired season. It has the same pearl buttons on the cuffs, which I don't love anymore because I don't feel like it aligns with my personal style. So I just take the sleeve of the sweater and cuff it and cover up the pearls because it's a great turtleneck. Like it hasn't gotten pillies for whatever reason. It's a material, I need to learn these things, but it's a material that doesn't get pillies, I'm assuming, because it hasn't. It's held up great. So I've kept it in both black and I think I kept the brown as well. And I just cuff the sleeves and it works great. And this is the same one but in brown. So keep that. These Amazon sweater sets, I love them, but do you see how the dye dries? Like what is up with that? This one I definitely want to keep. This one also doesn't get pillies bad. I don't necessarily love it, but it's held up well, so I think I'll keep it. I have a lot of like old H&M sweaters that have held up really well. And then this one is doing that dye thing too, and that I just find enraging. And I thought that I would wear this. I thrifted this year. And I thought since it was this like soft material that I would wear it, but I never wore it. And the dye thing makes me never want to wear it again. Target sweater that has a lot of pillies and is terrible quality, but I like how it looks on camera. So I'll try to get the pillies out. This one I just recently washed. It needs a good lint roll, so I'll put it in the care pile. Okay, I went to the haul closet and pulled out all the coats that I haven't worn this year or feel like I'm not wearing enough. I feel like I'm so lucky. I actually have so many pieces in my closet that I do love. I don't really have the space or the need for some of these pieces that I don't love. This Marshall's puffer jacket I saw on TikTok and I was so influenced to do the Marshall's TJ Maxx hunt, and I ended up finding it, but now I haven't worn it at all and I've had it since December. So I feel like I need to try to style it, so I'm gonna put it in the style pile. I just feel like I regret this. This is a bad purchase. I should not have gotten this. I get too sucked in sometimes whenever I end up on TJ Maxx TikTok, and I just don't even really like TJ Maxx. Like I don't like a lot of the stuff that they have or the quality of the stuff that they have most of the time. This was a bad purchase for me. I'm gonna put it in the style pile. This vintage red leather jacket I got an attempt to replace a Shein red leather jacket that I had from like 2018 or something. I don't shop at Shein anymore, but back in the day in college I did a little bit, and I didn't like the idea that I had a red Shein jacket that I loved So I got this one at the thrift store, thinking in my head, you know, like, this is cooler, it's vintage. The thing about it is I don't love it, and I've worn it to one NC State game, and I think that's it. I think that's the only time I've worn it. So I think I'm actually gonna get rid of this one, like put it on my Poshmark, and keep the Shein one that I still have. Even though I don't love that it's from Shein, you know, I already own it. So I think the best thing to do, if it is something that I will wear, is to keep it. I've worn it to more games than I've worn this to, so I think I'm gonna let go of this. This jacket, I was way too influenced this fall whenever I saw people loving the chore jackets, and I've tried to make it work. It's just not working. It's too long on me, and I don't like when stuff is too long on me. I have the J. Crew Downtown Field jackets, and I feel like those are more aligned with my style, so I think I'm gonna relist this one on Poshmark. This black denim jacket I've held on to for probably 5 years, telling myself that I might need a black denim jacket one day, and I haven't worn it, so I'm gonna get rid of this. This is a Forever 21 thrifted faux leather jacket. I got this one because I wanted one that was more oversized than my Levi's one, but I just don't wear it and I don't love it, so I'm gonna get rid of this one too. All right, this is a thrifted wool zip-up jacket, and I like the look of it. I've worn it once because it's itchy. I like it stylistically. It's like the itchiness that got to me with it, but I do like it. I like the collar. So maybe I put this in the style pile. All right, this is the same deal as the field jacket. I just like fell into the trend, and I found this at a secondhand store. I thought that these little, like, the buttons were really cool with this tortoise marble, and I still do think that, but this is just not my style. Like, I just fell way too far into the trend cycle of fall 2024, so I'm gonna list this on my Poshmark. Lastly, I have this fluffy jacket. I tried to style this in a like date night video that I did recently. I got this for a wedding years ago. I have other black jackets that could work in this scenario that are more my style than this, and I actually decided to keep that because it does work for those like one-off situations, like events and weddings and that kind of thing. So I think I want to do a recap, like tally up what I've learned from this video, what I've learned from a personal style perspective, like the things that I know that I need to steer away from in my personal style, and what I've learned from a shopping perspective, which I think is just to like what I need to change about my shopping habits. But I'm thinking that that should be a different video. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you.